We do have the ability to purge profile information. What we do with our purge functionality is we replace the details like guest name, telephone number, address. We replace those details with the word removed. So we don't actually delete the guest profile. In fact, guest profiles cannot be deleted from Roomkey. We simply replace those identifying details with the word removed, but we do still store any guest revenue or reservation information, length of stay, and any past folio information. So this ability to purge is also permanent. So like the merge feature, it is permanent. It cannot be undone. And it is also permission based. So you do require permission 1555, purge guest personal information, in order to perform or purge guest details from the guest profile module. So we're going to see this together as well. Let me just pull up Roomkey. And I'm going to access the guest profile module once again. Select guest profile or F7 on your keyboard. And I have this purge button right at the top. Now, if you do not have permission enabled on your clerk ID, you will see this button, but it will be grayed out. If you do not see this button at all, contact our support team and we'll be able to enable that purge feature for your database. So I'm going to do a search first. I'm going to search for a specific guest. This guest has contacted me. This is Miss Smith. She has reached out and she has asked very politely to remove guest or her contact details from our database. So I'm going to do a search for her profile first. I might want to reconfirm the address information that we have on file for her, just to make sure that it is the correct profile I have stored in my database. And you can actually see that she's got quite a bit of detail here. If I take a look at the second address, I can also see some business, maybe some personal business information. If I take a look at the extra info, I can see some details are present here as well. So I've confirmed that this is the guest that does want to remove her details from our database. So with her profile selected, I'm going to select the purge button. Now, purging is permanent, so that's why we, in order to proceed, you will need to type out the word purge in capital letters, select OK. And now you can see that that information is now replaced with the word removed. So any contact details, with the exception of their city, country, and state, those are used for marketing purposes. But we can see that the guest name details are removed, address, telephone number information. Their second address information is also removed from these details. However, any information related to their stay, and that includes the room type that they booked, the dates that they stayed at the hotel, and any revenue that was generated from that guest stay, that information will be retained within the database. So you can do a search for any removed profiles. Those do show up. Pretty easy way to search for those is to use the guest search here and select and just type in removed. When you do that search, that will now show you a list of any profiles that have been purged from the database. So replaced with those words removed in place of actual guest details.